And I did not lie about him not allowing me to take pictures with Winter. If you want to know the full story, I will tell you the full story. Since he likes to talk to make me look like I'm lying, leading up to the visits, I'm like, can I take pictures of Winter and videos of him at any of the visits or on his birthday? And he's like, no, 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 no. Then everyone finds out about that and they're like on his ass. Mind you, he's the one who like decided that. I asked, he said no.
I did let her take a picture with Winter on his birthday, and she wasn't allowed to. And I said, you can have a picture with Winter on his first birthday, but she didn't tell y'all that. Why wasn't she allowed to take a picture? Because those are the monitors. That's just the rules, bro.
Really, bitch? After he just woke up from a nap and the visit's over. So he's trying to make it seem like, oh, what does she mean I never let her take pictures? I did, yeah, last minute.
This Olsen tea is real hot. Good evening, everyone. We are back to go for some more tea once again. This time focusing our gaze on the latest installment of the Olsen drama. To be entirely honest, I haven't really covered the same before, but this video channel by the name of Skeleton made a pretty interesting video about her that made me want to react to it. And after watching it, yeah, I get now why people are so invested in this. This video mainly involves some disputes between Brie Olsen and her husband, 2K, but in between that, there's some really interesting breadcrumbs about the story. Like, just watch this for a second and you get what I mean.
Y'all know I am completely invested in this 2K and Brianna Olsen drama. Like, I feel like every single day I'm up on TikTok like, what's happening today? Because it's always something new with them, okay? I do want to let you guys know that the main point of this video is because 2K actually like opened up as to why he's filing for full custody. If you guys don't recall, I feel like he's probably doing that now because if you guys don't...
I just want to say right now, I really hope like this guy gives like a quick description of this drama, because the Brie Olsen stuff went over my head, you know, last week or whenever it happened. So I'm like, you know, I'm baby fresh to this.
Remember, like,
I have no idea about the backstory. I know a little tiny bit, but not enough, you know, to
Jackson and Alabama Barker were like kind of like speaking out in defense of Brianna Olsen because, you know, that video that she had posted before like looked super sad or whatever, and then it made a lot of people feel bad for Brianna Olsen. This is where I say, like, I really do feel bad for her. If you guys watch my videos, I'm like, damn, like, sometimes I look at her, and, like, last video I made actually about her, I was talking about how she had to, like, go to Build-A-Bear, and she, like, did a little voice recording to put in.
She what? Hold on, she felt bad, she went to Build-A-Bear? I mean, that would make me happy as well, right? But, like, you made sound like she was, like, depressed or something. And that was like her therapy in a way.
Y'all, the way I literally was crying over that, like I'm being so sad, not like sobbing, but like tear came from my eye, y'all. I was like, oh, this is so sad to me. But then
if only I could go to Build-A-Bear.
Also too, I do have to realize everything is happening right now because of her actions and the way that she does act. So it does suck.
I fucking hate the summer. It's fucking dead of night right now, and it's 15 degrees. And I'm boiling in here.
That like somebody can put together a video and like make it look super sad for Brianna Olsen, and then people are going to feel bad for her, and then they don't know the full story of like how bad she's been as like a mom and the things that she does and says. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, that's concerning actually. Wait, is it drama concerning their kids? Oh no. Wait, who's that like Christian family that was, you know, that was all wholesome on YouTube and like behind the scenes, like they were locking up the kids in the basement?
So 2K is opening up about...
I'm not gonna let you know it's that bad, but the second I hear about a drama about a woman and about a mom, I just assume it's the worst shit ever.
That
it never
but
is,
I do,
actually.
Before getting into that, I do want to talk about a couple other things because I did actually within that last video mention about how she was like upset, saying that 2K didn't allow her to take pictures or videos with the baby. But then people, y'all, this is so crazy to me that like people are literally like, y'all know that I am a gossiper. Okay, obviously that's what I do. I'd sit up on here the internet.
I love this guy's accent. Where's he from?
And run my damn mouth. But
he might actually be Canadian.
I'll never go and like go into a facility and like look up their website and their rules. Like I feel like that's some next level type of like sleuth shit right there. Which I'm like, damn, like I got a lot of time on my hands, y'all, just keeping it real. Yeah. But I'm like, damn, people got more time on their hands to like go to the internet, search up this place to where the visitation took place and like look up their rules. Cause there was like some beef going down between 2K and between Brianna as to where like she was upset that she couldn't take a picture, which I do gotta say that is pretty messed up. You know, like if her...
I wanna know about, you know, her nature as a mom. Cause if she's really bad, yeah, no sympathy for her. She's a bad mom. Like, I don't care, you know, if she can't take any pictures.
If her visitation does have to be supervised, like I think that one, that already sucks within itself. But then two, if she has very limited visitation, I think that it does suck that she can...
No, like the dilemma for me, right? Like he's establishing like some really bad fucking, you know, court rules, being like, you can visit them unsupervised or whatever. I want to know, are those rules put in place because, you know, she's a really bad mom, or it's just like a bad draw of the luck? Because like some divorce, you know, rules, when you get, you know, when you separate, whatever, they can suck very bad. Like, 'cause, you know, like it's typical for men, you know, like they can barely see their kids most of the time. But there's the one case where like it's the mom getting screwed over.
Can't even like take a picture.
Unless, you know, she's an awful person. I can't say it just yet.
But people were speculating it's because she's going to put it up on the internet and she like shouldn't be posting things like that, right?
Oh god, that's a good point. Yeah, if she's like a TikTok mom, right? I don't want to see, you know, I don't want to have her kids still be online
now
chronically.
Which I guess that's all because of the whole situation that went down to when she did take the baby out of Texas and brought him over here to LA. Now, I do want to go ahead and play this clip right here to where she was talking out about this, but then also 2K was. So I'm kind of like, I don't know who's telling.
Also, is 2K the name of the dad? How the fuck can you have kids when your name is 2K?
The truth right now, but I want to let you guys know that the people of the internet within the comment section were saying that they looked up the rules of the visitation center and supposedly you can't take pictures in the facility. But then I'm a little confused though, because
that sounds really bad actually. I've never heard of this. A visitation center? Just give the kids to one of the parents, you know, surely, unless they're both really bad. Oh, that's a good point,
then
actually.
Brianna Olsen was like, well, 2K wouldn't let me, that she would have to get permission from him. So I'm like, I don't know what to believe right here. Like I said, people said they like looked up the name of the visitation center to look up their rules, and supposedly you can't take pictures within the, you know, facility. So
yeah, that sounds really dumb, right? So if your kid gets held up in a visitation center, right, you can't take pictures with them. So when can you take pictures? Like, outside?
I don't know what to believe. Check out this.
If you want to do it outside, then what's the point? Either way, you know, just go take a walk to the center.
And I did not lie about him not allowing me to take pictures.
Oh, what the fuck am I seeing on screen?
If you want to know the full story, I will tell you the full story. Since he likes to talk to make me look like I'm lying. Leading up to the visits, I'm like, can I take pictures of Winter and videos of him at any of the visits or on his birthday? And he's like, no, 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 no. Then everyone finds out about that and they're like on his ass. Mind you, he's the one who like decided that. I asked. He said no.
I did let her take a picture with Winter on his
oh my god, his
birthday,
white blue eyes.
That wasn't, she wasn't allowed to. And I said, you can have a picture with Winter on his first birthday.
Man, there's no way you have a kid, bro. Bro, you're 14.
But she didn't tell y'all that.
Go finish your finals.
He was saying that for days leading up. Then on his birthday, he still did not agree. Then when I give Winter back, like the monitor takes Winter from me on his birthday and gives him to John, the monitor walks back in and says, oh, he decided to let you take a video if you want.
Why wasn't she allowed to take a picture? Because those are the monitors. That's just the rules, bro.
Oh, bro, I'm sorry. I'm trying my hardest to like listen, right? What the fuck are they saying? She's claiming one thing and he's saying something else. It's completely he said, she said.
Really, bitch?
Really,
After
bitch?
he just woke up from a nap and the visit's over. So he's trying to make it seem like, oh, what does she mean I never let her take pictures? I did.
What the fuck is random people in the background?
Yeah, last minute.
So there you guys saw from right there.
Is she living in squalor? The place looks like shit, and there were like 3 people behind her.
That she's saying, you know, her side of the story. He's saying his side of the story, and he also said he did allow her to take a picture, but then, or he did say she could take a picture, but they didn't allow her. She wasn't allowed to. So I'm just kind of like, I don't know what to believe on this. I kind of almost feel like maybe it was the facility, because if he's saying that, oh yeah, like she could, but then she's saying that she couldn't, then obviously maybe it was the facility's rules. You know what I mean? Also, too, you guys want to check out some shit? I'm gonna play another clip right now.
Go ahead.
Supposedly, 2K is now putting it in the orders that like he wants her to get drug tested. But here's what's
if I knew more about her, I would comment on that.
funny about this whole situation is that supposedly he wants her to get drug tested, but then he won't take a drug test. That's what she said, and I'm just kind of like, oh, this is very.
Bro, I hate this fucking like TikTok drama. Like I'm used to like, you know, like people posting DMs, people posting like, you know, Google Docs. I hate this fucking like, you know, TikTok he said she said drama. I want like concrete shit, you know. Oh, he said this, but we don't know because he said this.
Almost feel like
I want
if one
a
has
good
to take
fucking
a drug
middle
test,
ground
then
of
obviously
reality.
the other should. And I do think when it comes down to the courts, obviously I don't know jack diddly shit about this court situation, right? But I do think that if one is requesting a parent to get a drug test, then I would think that it would be valid for the other parent to request a drug.
This is like really worrying. Has she had a past with taking drugs around her kids or while taking care of her kids? I can't think of like no reason why the court would demand that.
Drug test. So check out this clip
That's
right here.
I got an email saying that my ex isn't showing up in person.
Oh, see, like, the bedroom's bed actually. Wait, is it before before or after they took to the bedroom? Probably before, whatever. That's adorable. Oh my god. Is it Chihuahua? That's fucking adorable. Man, fuck this drama. I want to see that dog actually. Zoom in real quick.
Her baby daddy acts like my baby mama. And they both don't have daddies.
Who is this guy?
Daddy issue thing.
Who's this guy from Dumb and Dumber?
Okay, then drug test 2K. You know, he's smoking. And he's in Texas, not legal over there.
Yep. He doesn't want to show up to court, guys, so he doesn't get drug tested.
Oh, so now she's claiming, like, you know, he's the real deadbeat who won't take a drug test because he's worried.
Duh.
Again, you know, she said, he said.
We think the same. Just kidding.
There y'all saw from right there that like Santos was saying, okay, 2K needs to get a drug test too. But then later on, Brianna Olsen was like, he's not going to request a drug test because he wouldn't pass one himself. Now, I do want to go ahead and get down to some of these TikToks to where he was talking about why he actually filed for full custody. He did talk about way more things. And I do think that it's good that he's like opening up about this because low key, all this time that I've been talking about 2K and Brianna Olsen, I actually didn't even really know exactly what was the primary reason for him actually seeking full custody. So now that he's finally like opening up about it, I'm like, oh, okay, it makes a little bit more sense. Check it out right here.
Yet a year ago yesterday,
his voice, he has a face for like a grown-ass man, but his voice just sounds much younger.
the reason why I filed for full custody is because she told me that my son didn't need me. Well, okay, cool. I'm gonna make sure that my son is gonna see me because he does need me, and we're just gonna go to court and figure out a schedule. The schedule is completely based on her relationship with the child. The day of Winter's birthday, she tried to say
that's like way harder. Like I thought of like, you know, half custody because that makes sense. You know, two fucking parents, but full custody. Jesus.
that I wasn't one.
If that is the definition in my head, where he gets a majority of the time with the kid.
Well, who was Winter's father then? Because I'm the only one.
I'm sorry, you know, no, I don't want to judge the parenting right, but who the fuck calls a kid Winter?
That takes
Worst name
care of
ever.
him, besides my mom. You guys see a TikTok with sad music and then y'all forget everything.
There you guys saw from right there. He is saying the main reason why he did file for full custody is because she said that his son doesn't need him. So he was like, I'm gonna make sure that my son does need me. I gotta say this, I don't understand why specifically going after full custody, because I would think that maybe you could work out 50-50 custody, but I'm almost thinking that maybe because they live in different states that maybe full custody would be easier.
Oh god. Oh, that makes it a nightmare. They live in different states, like what, Texas to Florida maybe? It doesn't matter, you know, how close it is. The fact that it's, you know, across state lines, oh, that makes it a nightmare.
Because wouldn't, like, okay, correct me if I'm wrong on this.
Wait, hold on, so if it's custody, right, like, does the kid have to get a flight to the next state? Unless, you know, of course, it's very... Wait, what's next to Texas? New Mexico? Yeah. I think, you know, don't judge me. But even then, the kid has to go fucking across state lines to see his other fucking mom. And then back and forth.
Y'all know I don't know shit about this. But if there's 50% custody and you live in two different states, like, wouldn't they have to, like, go back and forth? So maybe that's the reason why he's doing it. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, I do want...
Are you claiming skeleton is like a tactic to like make it easier? Or like make it, like, reduce her time with the kid? Because of course the court would be like, no, you know, we're not gonna make him travel that much. You know, just make him stay with the dad.
I'm going to play another TikTok right here to where he was actually talking about the situation, which seems to be blowing up right now. That a lot of people are saying that 2K wants Brianna Olsen to look bad on the internet, and I'm sorry, I completely disagree with that. Like, I have seen so many clips of Brianna Olsen bashing 2K, but I haven't seen very many about 2K bashing Brianna Olsen. And actually, if you guys don't recall, when I did a whole video about that artist sending him a picture of Brianna Olsen, I
want to say as well, from my understanding so far, this video of this drama, very surface level, it seems like there's like the one rare case where the mom's in the wrong. I mean, like, you know, you normally, like in a story like this, you know, you imagine like the dad being the real piece of shit, like the real deadbeat, and he gets like no custody at all. But I guess like this is the one case, if I'm correct, you know, if I'm not, correct me again, go right ahead. This is the one case where the dad is actually, you know, the much better caretaker.
Loki was being nice.
No, he must be, yeah, right, because like I've heard the name Brie Olsen way more than 2K.
About it, like
so, you know, she must be like the real bad play in the story.
He's like, why
I
would you
imagine.
want me to bash the mother of my child? Like, from what I've seen about him, yes, he has vented about her, and yes, he has said, you know, things about her in a certain type of way, because obviously,
I really want to know now. Guys, next video, I'm gonna make a whole archive of Boston's drama.
this whole custody
I
case
really want to know more about it, actually.
is getting very, very ugly. But I don't think he's ever like bashed her and said like she's a horrible like piece of shit mom or anything like that. So that's why I'm like, I think that people are misconstruing this, in my opinion. Check out this clip right here.
Oh, go ahead.
Why do you want everybody to hate her? I don't want everybody to hate her. She did it to
Was
herself.
that as well? He seems, you know, fruity.
She made fun
Just
of
saying.
SA survivors.
Is that true, actually? She made fun of, like, sexual assault victims?
She
No
came
way.
on here and had you guys thinking that she had a miscarriage, and she told y'all, I never had a miscarriage. I lied to him. I had abortion instead because I
Nah. Bro, this seems like a truck. Is all of that true? I mean, I'm not seeing, like, Skeleton interject and, you know, correct them. So is that all, like, reality? Did that happen?
cheated on him.
Is that, like, the actual, like, Boston drama? No
And
way.
it sounds bad what I'm saying, but everything I'm saying, I'm repeating her.
Okay, you know, this is why I hate like TikTok archives, right? Or TikTok lives, I mean, sorry. Because like, you can have a guy like this, you know, go over like the deepest shit, and like some dumbass filter will be over his fucking forehead, completely ruin the
You always speaking
seriousness.
on her, but she can't speak on you because I don't disparage her and I don't say anything negative and I don't say anything that can be used against me. Everybody's saying I do. Pull up the receipts then. Pull up the receipts of me speaking
he's
negatively.
smart.
So you guys don't pull up the receipts. We're not equally bad because if we were both equal, don't you think there'd be equal rights right now? Guys,
And I feel like if in court, you know, if both parents are really bad, they just put the fucking kid like in adoption, unfortunately.
I'm the only one who knows her.
So as you see from right there, he's saying,
Like, I want to know, did Skeleton say before that he did win full custody of the kid? Because then, you know, at that point, I would just, I don't normally trust the court, but like that's like the one case where I do believe, you know, they made the right judgment and picked him instead.
she made-
I like having the full custody over Brie
made
Olsen.
herself look bad. Also, I do gotta say that whole entire thing to where she had said that she had a miscarriage and it turned out to be a shmashmortion.
Oh my god, it's true. It's true. Holy shit. Okay, this is shocking to me for two reasons, right? Number one, that sounds awful. How much of a beggar are you to do that shit on TikTok? And second of all, this is the second mention of a miscarriage today in this video. You guys go watch the Eddie Hall video I made today this morning, because there's a really sad story where, you know, where Eddie the Beast was walking out of the hospital with his wife and a fan asked for a picture, and because, you know, he was of course miserable, he said, nah mate, not right now, and the fucking asshole fan posted on Facebook, oh fuck, Eddie the Hall, Eddie the Beast didn't take a picture, what a prick. And they had no knowledge, you know, of what happened due to
That was shady as hell, y'all.
unborn
That was
baby.
super, super shady. The fact that she had people go on over to her OF account for the full story time of her miscarriage.
What'd you say, sorry? OnlyFans?
And turns out she lied about the whole damn thing. And no, she actually went out there and had a shmashmortion because she was like, oh shit, I don't know who the father of this kid is. That is some shady ass shit right there, which I'm just kind of like, oh, okay. Anyways, there is another clip right here to where he is talking about more Brianna Olsen stuff. I want to say,
I can't take this
like
shit.
on this live, he really did talk about a lot of stuff, which I feel like is kind of rare of him to talk about, obviously, stuff with Brianna Olsen, because I think that he is advised by his lawyer to like stay hush hush on this, because obviously his lawyer is like letting him know, like, hey, like, this
Oh, that as well. Oh my, I forgot about that. Yeah, how, bro? Stuff like this is so hard because number one, you know, you need a lot of evidence, and it seems already so complex. And second of all, your lawyer. I mean, if you have like a court case going on right now, your lawyer would be like, "Shut the fuck up! Don't say anything." You'll muddy up the divorce, you know, dispute
so don't
even
speak
more.
out too much. Check out this last clip right here.
All the disrespect about my lawyer, that's gonna backfire. Like all this talking about the case and people emailing her lawyers is gonna backfire. Like, her own fan base is emailing her lawyers. Her own fan base thinks that they're doing a big one by
What a waste of time, actually. Yeah.
emailing her lawyers.
Why,
Like, I was
actually?
reading the comments
If
and
that's
people
true.
were I forgot what the subject was, and they were just like saying like, oh yeah, we're definitely sending this to her lawyer, get it girl. And I was like, what the they said your fans do that.
Bro, imagine being a lawyer and you have like hundreds of thousands of people that you're like the most autistic TikTok clips ever to help you win your case. Oh, that would drive me insane.
Too, yeah, but I've instructed people to not do that. And I also didn't tell y'all who our judge's name was. And I also didn't tell y'all what our court case number was. And I also didn't tell y'all.
Oh, they're gonna find that shit. Whenever like something like this, you know, goes, whenever like a court case happens, right? I think there's a very small window where like that info would be public. Or you can request to have like, you know, you have it privated. But like with fans this crazy, with a fan base this big, both his and Brie Olsen's, someone will eventually like, sweep that up and post it online.
That when we have court. And I also didn't say, I'm talking about all these victims is because basically like the support system that they have, bro, is literally just Teen Mom and only Teen Mom. And that's cool. Like everybody's entitled to their own opinion, but y'all being so forgetful just completely reminds me that this is just content for you guys, because I don't forget shit.
As y'all see from right there, he's saying all this talking about the case is going to backfire on her. And in my personal opinion, I've said that from the jump. I'm like, wait, she's saying all this stuff, acting out all this type of way. I'm like, homegirl, can't this stuff be used against you in court? Like, I do wonder though sometimes if I'm like, wait, can you actually go into court and say,
bro, this stuff like this is so funny, right? In this case, because you know they never believe it'll be used against them, but like, bro, come Judgment Day and they're there in court, it's gonna look so bad. When like, you know what, like, you know when they bring like a shitty TV, you know, into the corner to show all the clips, that's gonna make it look real bad. If all that's true, you know, I haven't seen with my own eyes, but I believe 2K.
The internet is for my job, and I'm literally doing it just for entertainment purposes. Like maybe there is some type of law of like being like, oh, some things on the internet can't be, you know, taken as factual. Like I don't know if you guys had saw before.
No, I'm sorry. Yeah. If your ex-wife, whatever, is slandering you on TikTok, then it will go from like a divorce, like a custody case to now a defamation case. Yeah, good point actually. Yeah,
like
that
made a law when it comes down to like music that say, for example, like I want to say it had to deal with a rapper of like he committed a crime, and they were like, no, you can't use this as evidence because obviously it could just be made up for entertainment purposes. So that's why I'm wondering if like maybe her lawyer is telling her something different. I don't really know, y'all. I
think like even the most dumbest second-rate lawyer would still be like, don't shut up, just don't talk about this online on your TikTok.
Say though that I know I always say this at the end of every video. I hope that she gets it together, but like low key, y'all, if you guys checked out my previous video,
I'm sorry, from what I've learned so far as a woman of this insane character, I wish the best for her as a human, but I'm not gonna expect the best for her. Because he sounds insane so far.
With, Santos.
If what, you know, again, ad nauseum, if what 2K, the husband, is saying is true.
It's kind of crazy because I'm like, girl, look at your whole situation right here. Oh, by the way, though, who, like, do you guys believe when it comes down to the picture situation? Like, do you guys think that he actively said, no, you can't take pictures? Do you think that maybe it was just the facility? Like I said, y'all, there was many people within the comment section that were like, oh, they went to so-and-so visitation center, and it literally says on their website that there was no pictures there. So I was like, oh, shit, maybe that really is the case. Anyways, y'all, that is it for this video. Make sure you guys let me know your thoughts and opinions about everything. I will right now in this intro. Like this is like my my starter drink, you know, just drama. This is insane. Like I wish I watched like a video about this before or earlier on the channel, because like this was insane. The tube, actually just one part sounded like the most insane. Her lying about a miscarriage, the tube reveal like, oh no, it's an abortion. Like if she did that intentionally for the views and the clicks on TikTok, that's fucking maniacal. Holy shit. I mean, so far, like I'm gonna trust Skeleton on this one, and I'm gonna believe like the husband 2K is more trustworthy, you know, a more sane character. Because if he's playing like more clips of him and giving him more credence, then I believe like he would know the story better than I do, and therefore, you know, put his money on him being a much more sane person and a better father by extension. So Jesus Christ, I think I'll watch a video by his, you know, by Skeleton in the future, because this drama, you know, I say it all the time, but this drama is insane. Holy shit.